Hi there, I'm Matt, Testfully's founder, and in this video I'm going to showcase how you can use Testfully's authorization feature to send requests to APIs that require some sort of authentication. I am going to use basic authentication for this demo, but you can use any kind of authentication that is currently supported in Testfully. So for the purpose of this demo, I have a CRM API that I can create a new customer, get a single customer information, and delete or get all of the customer data. So that's just one example, new customer here. I can send a request, and you can see that I'm getting this unauthorized error because there is no authorization header. So if I come to the authorization tab for my request, you can see that there is nothing set here so far. So I can pick from basic auth, bearer token, API key, and OAuth 2. The flow remains the same no matter what authentication method you pick. For this example, I will go for basic auth. So let's pick basic auth, and I've already set the username is Matt, the password is also password, and I set it to attach the basic auth token using the header name authorization, and the prefix should be basic. That's quite the standard. So if I send this request now, you can see that a new customer was added to the system, and I got 200 as well. So let's just go and add a few more customers to the database, and it's all going well. So if I come to the all customers endpoint and try to send another request, I'm getting the unauthorized error because obviously there is no authorization set for this particular endpoint. I will go to the basic auth again, and I will basically fill these values. I have already pre-filled them here. So if I go and send the request again, I can see that all of the data coming through in from my database. The problem that I immediately notice here is that we have to set authorization token for each endpoint, and that's not very good because most probably all of your endpoints will have the same kind of authentication. They have same token or same username and password. So what you can do is that you can leverage what we have for each folder. So you can set authorization for a folder, and all of the requests will inherit. So to do that one, I will set this one to not set. Let me save this one, send a request. You can see that I'm getting error for new customer. I will do also the same. So let's send this request as well. And you can see, okay, now we don't have token. So what I can do, I can come to the customers folder or CRM folder, depends on which one you want, what kind of structure you want to have. You can set on any parent folder, and the authorization will be inherited. So let's go to CRM and go to settings or just here authorization. Cool. And it's not set. I will set it to basic auth, and I've already pre-filled this one with Matt and password. That's the username and password. I will click on save. I come back to the all customers. Again, there is nothing here set, and I can still get the information because the token is being resolved from the parent folder. And if I go to new customer, and that's happening as well. Let's just, for example, get a single customer. Give me a second. Let me just copy this ID from here. And I will come here to the get single customer. And that's good. Okay, I got this one. So is delete customer. I can just set this one here. And you can see that none of them have authorization. That's good so far. Just authorization settings is being inherited. What also we can do is that I want to showcase you another feature. So if I come to CRM, this API has two different users. There are admin users that they can do pretty much anything, and just a typical standard users that they can fetch the data, but they can't delete a customer or add a new customer. So I will go to my authorization setting for my folder, and I will change this one to Oli. And the password for this particular user is Misha, I believe. So I will come to the new customer. You can see that if I try to add, it's giving me the error that must be admin. Okay, what if I want to try an admin scenario? So I should go back to my folder, to authorization, and change this one to Matt, and the password was password. I will save this one. and a new customer. Okay, that request is going through. Although this works, but also there's a little bit of a step involved that I need to change things back and forth. What you can do, in this case, you can actually have environments and apply settings through environments. So what I will do, I will go to the CRM settings. Let's just disable authorization here for a second and test that we getting the missing authorization error. In my environments, I've created 2 environments. You can just come here and click on new environment. I have already had Matt and Oli. So if I click on Matt, you can see that in authorization tab, I have set authentication information for Matt, and for Oliver, I have authentication for Oliver. So username is Oli and the password is Misha. Cool. So if I come to a new customer and select Matt, because Matt is an admin user, the request goes through and it uses Matt's credential. And if I come to Oli and click on send, I'm getting the error that the user must be admin. So in this way, I can have different credentials for different purposes and just apply them to that particular request by just switching to different environments, which is very handy. So that's how you can do it. You can set for a request, you can reuse it using a folder, and if you need a different kind of authentication based on environment or based on the user that is authenticated, you can just use environments to apply those settings. So what's very important that if you want to use inheritance to inherit settings from a parent folder or environment, you need to set this one to not set. If you set it to anything else, for example, if I say no auth here, it won't inherit. If I send the request, you can see that it's giving me the error because I'm explicitly saying here that I don't want the settings to be inherited. I will set it to not set and the request goes through, which is very handy. So that's about it. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions about how to set authorization, just leave the question as a comment in this video, and I'm more than happy to help you find an answer for your question. Thank you so much. Bye.